And let's see how much this Rockfall does, because it's 140 base power at +6. Like, we have been here clicking Meteor Beam for +6. Oh, right, the Chansey. I forgot about the lagging tail. Shoot. YouTube, today we're trying out a brand new team, and this team I got second place at the Vancouver Regional Championship by Zach, and it features some pretty interesting Pokemon. He has top cut the first regional coming back in the 2022 season with the Salt Lake City Regional Championship with the duo of Calyx Shadow Rider plus Solgaleo, but this time adding some fun Pokemon to the team that he originally had with Rotom-H and Nihilego. We'll see how these differences make the team better overall, but if you do enjoy the builds, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help me out. Everyone check out the details of the team and the creator down below in the description, but let's get started and play some games. Calyx, Ice Rider, Reshiram, Incineroar, Amoonguss, Gastron, Mimikyu. Okay, this is a top 8 EUIC team. I wonder which version it is because there are technically two of them, one with eject button Incineroar, and actually there were like quite a few. I don't remember the exact set changes specifically. I know it's Assault Vest, Reshiram on all of them. Let's see. Rotom-H looks actually I mean, it's good against Calyx, Ice Rider, and Amoonguss, but it's not good against the Reshiram with the Turbo Blaze Earth Power that just ignores its ability. So I don't really like that. I wish I had Stall on my Calyx because Snarl would be really nice here, but I guess they can't really beat Solgaleo plus Calyx. They actually really struggle against that as a lead here. So I do kind of want to go with that lead here, and then my Grimmsnarl is like Spear Break, Sucker Punch, right? Yeah, not exactly the best for this matchup here, but it's definitely usable. I think Beanie for sure. I definitely want to avoid Spores. And then the last Pokemon really depends because it's either Grimmsnarl or Rotom-H, and I could see usages for both of them. I like Grimmsnarl a little bit more for the screen here, and the Sucker Punch seems really good, as well as Spirit Break for the Reshiram if they do get Trick 'em Up. But I could definitely have seen myself bring Rotom-H damage wise. I think Grimmsnarl's a little bit better against the Gastron, which could be a little bit troublesome. But overall, let's see how this goes. I think we have a pretty decent shot, unless they're probably going to lead like a scripted Trick 'em lead, I think, for the most part, and I'm really good against that. So let's find out what they do here. Going to be Reshiram and Mimikyu. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, I'm pretty sure that I just KO Mimikyu with a Bulldoze plus a Max Quake combination, and then afterward, if they Shadow Sneak here, it's okay. I think pretty sure if I Bulldoze and I just go for the Max Quake, I KO the Mimikyu. And then with the +2 after activating the policy, and then I live the double up from Shadow Sneak into move from Reshiram probably. I'm just going to go for the Bulldoze right here, and I'm going to go for that Max Quake into the Mimikyu right here. I might as well. There's not really a ground switch in for their team at all, if I'm not mistaken. They have Incineroar, Amoonguss, Gastrodon, and Calyx Ice Rider. So yeah, they don't have a swap here. They're probably just going to go for a Shadow Sneak last ditch effort, and I guess I could predict that, and I could have went for like a Sunsteel Strike and a Protect potentially, because that would have been really, really good here. I do know that Sunsteel Strike does go through the what's it called, the disguise, because it has Mold Breaker properties. It does ignore the abilities of the other Pokemon, but I think just Quaking here because Reshiram probably going to Dynamax. Yeah, because they're in a really tough position this turn one. Like, this combination is actually really strong if they don't like have a Shadow Rider here, because even if they Dynamax the Reshiram, and it does actually pretty annoy my lead, the thing is I'm going to be faster than them, and I get Max Quake Boost and I stack on top, so they really don't get that much damage off me as I get to boost my defenses right here. So we are going to see the Shadow Sneak here, which is a smart play from my opponent's side, because otherwise they would have just gone down here. So Calyx is going to be able to take that Shadow Sneak. Here comes a Bulldoze to break the disguise on the Mimikyu, as well as a lot of damage into the Reshiram with the Max Quake the following turn. I wonder if I can knock it out with Astral Barrage plus Max Quake, because that is a very big option I need to consider. But let's see who the Reshiram goes for. Also, the Shadow Sneak did a little bit more, I guess, than I was hoping for, so I might just go down to a maximum from the Reshiram. Reshiram does have some pretty good defenses right here. Let's see, a Max Quake going to be fired off. If I don't KO, I would have... This looks really silly, but I mean, +2 Max Quake, I would imagine it does. Yeah, goodbye Mimikyu right there. So Mimikyu does go down. Perfect. I get a +1 special defense to both my Pokemon, and I should be able to take attacks just fine now. Let's see what they decide to go for with the Reshiram. Who are you targeting right here? Going to be the Max Flare. Going to target down the Solgaleo. Yep, it's a +2 Solgaleo. You got to respect it. That does a lot of damage, and that's actually a little bit more than I expected right here. Okay. Okay, that's not the best right here. They get the sun up. Let's see who they're bringing out next. Incineroar does come out. Okay, I'm not too surprised here. Although if it's a Jax button, I just Astral Barrage, right? So it's not really helping out that much. I actually think I'm okay with losing my Solgaleo here if that's the case. I think I just go for Astral Barrage and Max Quake again. Yeah, I think I just go for that. So I'm going to Astral Barrage and I'm going to Max Quake. If I pollen pop myself with the +2, maybe I survive, but I kind of doubt it. I might as well just Astral Barrage right here because I activate the eject button on the Incineroar. I get a huge amount to Reshiram, and then at the end game, I should win with my Calyx Shadow Rider plus like Feeny at this point. Get a lot of damage to the critical hit on Reshiram, which actually might matter if I KO the Reshiram with the Max Quake at +2. The Incineroar's gonna swap out. I think the Reshiram will probably survive by a Sliver, but it will definitely be an Astral Barrage range the following turn, and they have to choose right here because it's either like are they going to KO the Calyx Shadow Rider, which is pretty threatening, or the Solgaleo. They're both really threatening because they're going to pick up knockouts the following turn regardless. Here comes a Max Quake into the Reshiram slot, and yeah, just picks up the knockout with that +2 right there, doing a lot. I don't know if the Astral Barrage crit definitely confirmed it, but it is still a lot of damage. Goodbye Reshiram, and this should just be game at this point. Yeah, like I have one more turn of Dynamax with my Solgaleo. I could just click like Steel Spike right here and probably just Pollen Puff for safety. Yeah, it doesn't look good for my opponent at all. We're gonna see the Incineroar come out. It shouldn't be Focus Sash on this team, I'm pretty sure, but I mean, can they come back? I'd say probably not. I think I just Steel Spike into the Calyx to put it in range of my Shadow Rider, and I just Pollen Puff right here, and I feel like with the Pollen Puff plus the Steel Spike, I'll be able to survive any combination right here. I could also be Quaking the Incineroar. This is probably going to be a forfeit realistically because I don't see how they would come back. They need like a Sash Calyx, and even if they have Sash Calyx, I think it's like really unlikely that they actually do come back. The Pollen Puff to heal back by Solgaleo for a pretty good amount right there, as we do get the Steel Spike off into the Calyx. This should just 100% pick up the knockout. Yeah, goodbye Calyx. Just instant destruction right there. So the Calyx just gets obliterated right here, and we do have a +1 defense now. So let's see, can you actually pick up the knock on the Solgaleo? You are Sun boosted Flare Blitz in the Sun, but we do have that Steel Spike boost. I really don't think you do. A Flare Blitz just going to come out, and yep, the Solgaleo does survive here. You got to take a bunch of recoil, and that is the game. I just win now by clicking Pollen Puff plus Sunsteel Strike, Pollen Puff plus Earthquake. Really, there's like so many combinations. As long as I attack the Incineroar with attacks, I should be like 100% safe. So I just go for the Pollen Puff here, and I'm gonna go for the Sunsteel Strike, I suppose, which might just pick up the knockout Incineroar here. They actually did go for, okay, I was just expecting the forfeit right there, so I just stayed in and just attacked right here. But okay, it doesn't matter though. They can't win. They can't possibly win here. Flare Blitz recoil just does too much. I have a Tapu Fini that just beats the Incineroar, so a Sunsteel Strike gonna come out into the Incineroar and does pick up the knockout at +2. Yeah, so Solgaleo just can destroy some certain teams, and that was definitely a composition that made it really difficult. Reshiram, of course, really good against my team, but the thing is, I'm just faster. I get to go for Max Quakes, and then they have a really tough time against the Solgaleo, so I am also really threatening a lot of damage right there too. I don't know if the crit really mattered, but even if it, let's say the Reshiram lives, KOs my Solgaleo in that position, I think I just bring in Tapu Fini. I double up the whatever's coming in, which is the Calyx Ice Rider. I click Moonblast plus Astral Barrage. I get the boost from the Reshiram unless they swap out an Incineroar, which I guess is a fair play. I could also like Dazzling Gleam to cover the switch. Just regardless, it just seemed really bad for them, and I just don't really see how they really like get a setup going. Regieleki, Grimmsnarl, Rillaboom, Incineroar, Kyogre, and Zacian. I have no idea why I read that from the other way this time, but okay. We have this core, which doesn't really do well against the Solgaleo combination. I really like the idea of Solgaleo here. Solgaleo, of course, is fantastic against my opponent's team. Do I want to set up the Calyx immediately or not? I feel like there's so many things that could screw me over, like Trick and a few other things, so I kind of actually don't want to lead it here. I kind of want to go with like Solgaleo plus the Grimmsnarl lead here, and then I want Calyx in the back, and afterward, I think it's either Feeny or Rotom. I'm leaning towards Feeny just because I feel like Feeny just switches in. Yeah, I feel like Feeny just switches in better like Grimmsnarl. I think Aleki is probably the most dangerous Pokemon I have to deal with, but not exactly the easiest Pokemon to use against my team because I just Oko it back with like Max Quake, I'm pretty sure, and then I have a few other things that could go really wrong for them. I just got to figure out if it's Trick Grimmsnarl or not, because that's a big one for me right here. If it's Trick Grimmsnarl, I'm going to have to figure out something because I don't want my policy tricked. I would like to sweep with the Solgaleo if possible, and I need that policy as a activation right here. So I don't want like an Iron Ball or like a Lagging Tail. We're going to see the Regieleki plus Kyogre, which is actually pretty okay for me. Okay. I wonder if they were just trying to screw up my Bulldoze lead here. They do lead the Eleki plus the Kyogre, which I think is pretty all right for me at this case. I don't know what their Eleki is. I could go for the Quake and just light screen up, and I really don't mind that actually. Yeah, I kind of want to go for it because I just don't see a reason why I wouldn't go for it here. I just get big damage in the Eleki. I don't want to get like, I don't want to protect here and then the Kyogre Dynamax and goes for the Max Geyser and does a lot of damage to my soul. I don't want that. So I'd rather just go for the Max Quake here and get the damage I can get, as well as the plus special defense boost. And like Max Quake is going to threaten the Eleki. They didn't Dynamax the Eleki, which is perfect as well, because if it stays in, protects, or just attacks here, I'm in a good spot other than like a Thunder full para right here. So Dynamax Kyogre? Yep, perfect. All right. Yeah, that's ideal. That's really ideal. Okay. I can get rid of this Eleki, unless it's Sash. If it's Sash, that's a little bit annoying, but I do have Sucker Punch with Grimmsnarl. I get the light screen up, I get the Max Quake off, and then afterward, it's like really smooth sailing from here, so... Dynamax Kyogre on deck. That Pokemon's a threat. I 100% acknowledge that Kyogre is a threat here, but Light Screen and the Max Quake will allow us to take the attacks really well. Let's see how it goes. We're going to see a... Okay, this is... Okay, that's a lot of damage. It's Life Orb. Okay. So it's not Life Orb Kyogre. That's actually really good here. We are able to get the Max Quake off. I'm kind of glad I didn't protect because I'm pretty sure the Max Geyser would have done a lot of damage to me. So goodbye, Eleki. Perfect. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. So Solgaleo is able to get to the plus special defense boost plus a light screen, and this Max Geyser probably is Mystic Water based, I imagine, or it's a Salt Vest. The Salt Vest is probably more likely on this team, but we should just be able to take this pretty comfortably now. Yeah, we take that really well here. Perfect. And then I think after I reflect up, I should be able to live a Zacian, double up into the Kyogre. So like a Sacred Sword plus a Max Geyser combination. They do bring out the Zacian here, which is not too surprising. I'm gonna go for the... I think I just go for a Max Quake here and a Spirit Break actually, because it's probably more likely Zacian protects here. Yeah, and if they attack, I'm pretty sure I live after another Max Quake boost. So I might as well just go for a Spirit Break and a Max Quake. If they tar down my Grimmsnarl, that's fine. I get the KO and Zacian, or I put in range of Astral Barrage the following turn. And I still have Pollen Puff on my Calyx in the back, so it's actually still a really strong spot for me at the end of the day. So... they do go for the protect. Beautiful. Then I can reflect the following turn. I get a free Max Quake off for the boost. The Kyogre should no longer be able to knock out my Grimmsnarl. Well, they shouldn't have been able to with the Max Quake plus Light Screen, but looking really good here. I don't KO the Zacian. I wouldn't KO the Zacian if they didn't protect, but yeah, this is still really, really strong a spot because I can reflect the following turn. And it seems really difficult for them to actually knock me out here. They do go for the Max Geyser. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Into the Solgaleo. And no crit. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we do get the Spirit Break off into the Kyogre, and yeah, that's actually a really good amount of damage. Jeez, that actually did do a really good amount. Okay, another Max Quake here. We get the reflect up this time around, and I guess it comes down to our last Pokemon, but like it's looking like smooth sailing from here at this point. We do get the reflect up with our Grimmsnarl. And let's find out what they're going to bring at, what they're going to go for. Probably a double up here. I think they have to. They go for the Behemoth Blade, which makes sense. It does do a little bit more damage than Sacred Sword because of the Dynamax. So Behemoth Blade going to come out, and that KO'd. I thought that would have done with Reflect. I thought that would have not KO'd at that position. Okay, a little bit of misjudgment on my part. That actually kind of stinks because that was part of my game plan. But I mean, it's still probably okay here, realistically. And they target my Grimmsnarl, which takes the attack really well here. Okay, that changes my game plan quite a bit. I gotta go Calyrex here. Oh, that's actually kind of annoying. All right. Bring out the Calyrex. I wonder if Sucker Punch plus Astral Barrage can get these two Pokemon, or the Kyogre at least. If I can get rid of the Kyogre, that's really nice here. Oh, that actually... Oh, did I mess up? I really thought that Solgaleo would have taken that Behemoth Blade better. I really did. Okay. I definitely don't take it well enough. All right. Astral Barrage here. Let's go for a Sucker Punch into the Kyogre. I have no idea if they're attacking or not. We'll see here. They're going to retreat the Kyogre, actually. So someone's taking the Astral Barrage. Incineroar makes sense. Okay. Beanie's still looking really good in this endgame. I need chip into the into the Zacian, but otherwise, yeah, that should be smooth sailing then. Okay. They protect Zacian. All right. Would have been better if they didn't, but this is okay here, I think. All right. They go for the Sucker Punch into what was the Incineroar. I get the Astral Barrage off the following turn. Okay. I really need to KO the Zacian, and I need to get Feeny in. Feeny under the screens is a really good position for me, but I just got to figure out how to get that position. We're going to go for probably a Protect here with the Calyx, and I kind of want to just swap out into Feeny. I see no reason for them to take the knockout Grimmsnarl. Unless they think the Protect is coming out for 100%, but we'll see. I guess I could Pollen Puff my Feeny and go for Muddy Water in the worst case too, because it should knock out the Incineroar. I'll just have to risk a Muddy Water, which is unfortunate, but that's sometimes the way the game goes. I think I have a lot of coverages for what's coming up. So we Protect here with the Calyx. Let's see what they decide to go for. It's going to be the... Okay, they Behemoth Bladed. Unlucky. If they Parting Shot double up, that's bad, but otherwise it should be okay. Behemoth Blade with the Reflect Up. Yeah, it does a lot of damage, but Snarl. Okay, that's kind of bad, but it's all right. I want to say Tapu Fini in the rain with like its Choice Specs investment should KO the Incineroar with Muddy Water. Oh, that's a really bad timing. That's really bad timing. The fact that they have Snarl plus the rain over. Oh, that's really bad. Okay, Fini, you're gonna have to get some. Oh wait, I don't have Muddy Water. It's getting more and more downhill as we go. More steering. All right, here comes a Pollen Puff in my Feeny. Hopefully they Behemoth Blade my Feeny again and I get Scald off right here, because that's a pretty big important thing right here. We're gonna see the Behemoth Blade come out once again. Oh, this is not looking so hot here. They did target Feeny again. Okay, they don't crit. Thank goodness. We get a Scald off. This is like really high investment on the Feeny. Yeah, the Incineroar takes it really well. Okay, and they land a Snarl. All right, this is really bad. Ah, this is really bad. Really bad. Okay, how many turns? Well, we have a lot of Reflect turns, but we're running out of Light Screen turns soon. Hopefully they target down my Calyx now. I think I'm gonna hope that they target down my Calyx now and go for a Scald into the Incineroar here, I guess. I think that's my only out at this point, because if I Pollen Puff Scald their Incineroar, they're in a really bad spot, so I think they're going to target the Calyx, maybe double it up this time, and then focus down the Feeny. I can see the Incineroar swapping out here, which wouldn't be great either. I should tar down the Zacian. I've probably put in Astral Barrage range, and I'm pretty sure that the Calyx would survive afterward. Yeah, that's a huge mistake. That is a huge mistake. Okay. Oh, the fact that the Solgaleo lived that one turn, that was not what I was expecting, because I thought Solgaleo would be better. Oh, they targeted my Feeny still regardless? I guess they really wanted to keep it low, but oh, that's game over, I think. Unless Calyx lives the Behemoth Blade here and it crits the Kyogre. But I don't think we have a shot otherwise. It's probably already really bad anyway. We bring out our Calyx. The fact that they had Snarl Incineroar alongside... I mean, I did misplay. I definitely did misplay that. Was it a misplay, though? I mean, I got, like, basically what I needed to accomplish. I guess I should have Steel Spiked, but then I wouldn't have had the Quake Boost, and I would have been low. I don't know. I have no clue. I mean, is there an out? Just Astral Barrage crits, right? I'm pretty sure. Maybe a Sucker Punch crit, too. I definitely need some crits here. Let's see, Sucker Punch into the Kyogre. That is not a crit, and I don't think Astral Barrage crit can knock out, so I need a crit on a Frail Zacian, I suppose, but yeah, I do no damage whatsoever. Okay. I think my biggest misplay was the Incineroar switch. I probably thought about, but I just didn't commit to it earlier. I really thought that they might have targeted down the Calyx, but I guess I could have just like scalded. I guess like that one read, I'm gonna have to scald the Zacian, because they give me the rain back, so at least I can like KO their Zacian, right? Or not KO their Zacian, but like expect scald in the rain even at -1, but still do a lot of damage to the Zacian. Maybe puts in range of Astral Barrage, and that was kind of the hope there. Maybe I think at that point. Otherwise, yeah, the Incineroar being Snarl was so bad. It's not really as common, but Snarl and Incineroar really putting in work. I was really hoping for like a Throw Chop double up into the slot or a Fake Out, which I didn't think they would go for Fake Out. I thought they were going to go for Parting Shot into like the Calyx slot, or just go for the Dark type move into the Calyx. That was literally worst case scenario right there, unfortunately. Maybe I could have gotten my Calyrex in because they were ignoring the Grimmsnarl. So maybe I could have gotten the Calyrex in instead and went for a Pollen Puff earlier instead of going for the Spirit Break, which I guess was unnecessary because the Spirit Break didn't help me. So I guess getting the Pollen Puff was better. Like, maybe that was probably it. But yeah, unfortunate. I thought it was a really strong start, but yeah, Kyogre dishing out quite a bit of damage. Zacian is really strong for what I brought. I couldn't even bring Rotom-H, so that wasn't even a cover. Nihilego would have not done anything. And then, yeah, I'm just not sure about that one overall. Shuckle, Chansey, Charizard, Sableye, Calyx, Shadow, or Groudon. Why do people... why do you like using Chansey? Alright, what am I going here? Probably Calyx, Nihilego? Oh boy, this is kind of weird. I like Calyx Nihilego. I think it's probably pretty good against for the most part. I like having the Rotom, I think, in the back, and then the Solgaleo. Tapu Fini doesn't do anything here. There's no Toxic that I have to worry about. Whisk is the only thing that could be a little bit strange. The Grimmsnarl, not really that big of a deal. Yeah, I kind of like this. So let's see how it goes. I have no idea what they are going to do here lead wise, but I think for the most part, like I never really I don't know. I think most players wouldn't expect a Chansey. We're just gonna timer it at an event, but we'll see how it goes here. This team doesn't really timer stall as well here, but we're gonna see Sableye Charizard lead. Okay, a Sableye Charizard lead. I do have a Nihilego with Power Herb, which is really good here. I could Dynamax it right away, but I don't want to. I think my best play is probably to switch out the Calyx and just go out into my Rotom right here. I don't think they have a way to hit the Nihilego here, so I might as well just go Rotom-H and go for a Meteor Beam here into the Charizard. I don't think they're ever going to go for tricking the Nihilego. I think they would trick the Calyx if anything. I think it's probably Fake Out, but I guess if they Fake Out, it's super risky. Ally Switch is probably safer. I don't know. They don't exactly have like a super safe play. I don't know if they're Max Quake Charizard though. They're Max Quake Charizard. I mean, I don't think they should be because like Max Quake, I feel like you need the coverage. I think it should be like a Fire move, an Airstream on, maybe Rockfall. I could see them having Solar Beam, but I just don't think it's a Quake here on the Charizard. Maybe I'm absolutely wrong, but we'll see here. Gonna be a Fake Out or Trick here. It is Trick. Okay. Should be into the Calyx slot, I imagine. Then I give them a Assault Vest, so they're kind of useless right here. Oh, they did. They actually stole? Okay. Okay. Should have Power Gemmed. Should have Power Gemmed. Okay. So I do go for the Meteor Beam here into what was the Charizard attempt here, and they go for a Airstream. Okay, turning to Rotom, so it's not like the worst turn possible. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. I'm gonna go for a... I mean, they have to max guard, right? Or they're getting absolutely nuked. I guess they could probably switch here. I'm gonna Volt Switch to Sableye here, I think. Do I want to Volt Switch to Sableye? If they start Wildfiring, it's kind of awkward. I kind of want a Dark Pulse to Sableye or Thunderbolt to Sableye in case they ally switch. I think I'm gonna do it. They're either gonna max guard and do something else, or they're gonna ally switch. They Sunny Day. I guess they're just gonna Wildfire. Okay. Is this in a Rotom? They're gonna Wildfire into, yeah, the Rotom. Okay. So Wildfire, I mean, I do have the Assault Vest, so I absolutely take that, and I'm not going down to Wildfire chip anytime soon. I kind of wish no, Volt Switch is probably not right here. I don't know if there's like a right play here. I do get the Thunderbolt off into Sableye. That's really good damage. Meteor Beam going to come out and just like obliterate the Charizard. So now I have a +2 Nihilego. Or actually, is this Speed Boost? I think this was Speed Boost Nihilego. I think I remember it from the stream. I got +1 speed and +1 special attack. The +1 speed is not going to matter because I have the full incense, which is basically a negative priority. Yeah. Okay. Not terrible. Because their Dynamax is over. So I don't have to worry about Dynamax Charizard. If the Chansey comes out with the Shuckle though. But let's see. It could be... Okay, it is Chansey. It looks... Oh, Shuckle. Yeah, it's Shuckle. Okay. I'm going to go for the Volt Switch here into Shuckle, I guess. And I'm going to Power Gem it. Because I can't target the Chansey, I'll tell you that much. I might as well just like... I guess I should probably start timer stalling this in that case. On the bright side, Pollen Puff Calyrex is like... Actually, wait, they just lose to Calyrex. Wait, they absolutely just lose to Calyrex here. Now that I think about it. Yeah, they just lose to Calyrex right here. I'm going to Volt Switch to I probably shouldn't have Volt Switched there. I should have just T-Bolted. I'm gonna go Soul here. But yeah, this is fine because I don't know how the Chansey's winning. I don't know how the Chansey's winning. We're gonna see the guard split, which makes sense, yeah. So they do get the guard split off with the Chansey and the Shuckle. But I get the power gem off into the Nihilego, so into the Shuckle. So goodbye Shuckle. And then I get another speed boost, which doesn't matter again. It's kind of unfortunate because in order to actually get the speed boost on the Nihilego, you need like, I think you need to have like a very specific on the special attack side. I think it's like 204 or 196 investment, something similar around that range. Maybe it's like 176. It's something pretty high, but it's not like impossible to accomplish. Then the rest is in the bulk. And then you have to have max speed. So we're going to see the Sableye come in again, but I mean, just protect, power gem. I just don't think they could beat a Pollen Puff Calyrex unless the Chansey has like an attack like stored power. And they have stored power. I might as well just like try to stall from there. I still have Dynamax available at least, so that's a positive. If I could get us, oh, I don't have Sludge Bomb, right? This is Grass on Nihilego first. I'm not sure what the Grass Knot is for. I guess it's for Groudon Kyogre to catch it on a switch, I suppose. If I had Sludge Bomb, I'd go for the Sludge Bomb poison to Chansey. They got to think about this because I don't think the Chansey's winning realistically. I really don't think it is. I guess I could have gone Rotom-Heat. Rotom-Heat's not too bad. I think I'll just, nah, I'd rather just have the Mon advantage because I can just timer stall the Chansey. So yeah, we're just going to protect. We're going to see the Wisp. Perfect. And we got the Meteor Beam +1 special attack boost. They start minimizing up, which is okay. I'll deal with the Chansey when I have to deal with the Chansey. That's basically the goal here. Power Gem into the Sableye is going to pick up a knockout. So now it's a 3v1 and... I mean, I don't think they win because Pollen Puff. If I didn't have Pollen Puff, I'd probably like have to like really play slowly, but with Pollen Puff, I should be fine. I'm going to stall out more turns, I think. Yeah, how many turns? Last turn of Wildfire. I'm going to switch out Soul here. I'm going to go out into Rotom and I'm just going to protect, I think. Yeah, I like that. Actually, no, it didn't really matter what I did with Nihilego. I guess I should probably Power Gem for damage. Yeah, I probably should Power Gem for damage. I think just when Shadow Rider comes in and they see Pollen Puff, they're just going to forfeit because unless they actually have a move that touches Shadow Rider, because it's Seismic Toss, Minimize, you have to assume Soft Boil, and then the last move, I guess that's what it comes down to. But this, I mean, Stored Power is not doing anything to Soul plus Calyrex, so I don't see it. Seismic Toss, I'm not in range yet. That was the last turn, so Calyrex can come in and I go for the... Yeah, I just go for a Meteor Beam, I guess. I'm going to charge up. I'm going to get like +6. Might as well just get +6 anyway. Go on to Calyrex right here. And then I'm going to reveal Pollen Puff and then watch the forfeit. Watch the forfeit. Show me the forfeit afterward when you see the Pollen Puff or the Rage Quit. Either one works. They can't win against it. They Seismic Toss to Nihilego, which is fine because... Nihilego's not in range yet. Nihilego has a really high base HP. Meteor Beam is going to charge up, so we are at +2 now. It also is nice because it actually is probably one of the stallier animations that I do have, so that's actually pretty good here. Sunlight fades, Wildfire is gone, so they can't touch the Calyrex. And we go for the Pollen Puff right here into my Nihilego. I don't think the Chansey does. It has to have some move that can touch the Calyrex, and even then, like, what could it possibly be that could actually deal damage to this Calyrex Shadow Rider from a Chansey? If it actually has like Shadow Burst stuff, I would have flipped, but we'll see. Pollen Puff gonna come out in Nihilego, so we do heal. All right, Chansey, show me what you got. Show me what you got here. Just minimize again. Okay, makes sense. They kind of have to minimize. I mean, I also still have Soul in the back that can just set up against a Chansey, so I think this is like completely fine. We do miss the Meteor Beam, but I mean, protect animation, Meteor Beam, and then like I think they just saw Pollen Puff and they're gonna forfeit realistically because I'm just gonna out heal them. They can't really do anything. Oh, they don't. Okay. I protect here. Let's see. Do you actually have a move? Oh, they have Flamethrower. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Good to know. I guess I have to retreat between Rotom. All right, so they have Flamethrower, which means they have 24 PP. I just gotta avoid Calyrex getting burned realistically. Going out in a Rotom. Like all the animations happening are just in my advantage. How long has this battle been going on? I think it's been like 6 minutes so far. So we have 14 minutes on the clock here. They do Flamethrower again, which is cool. Yeah, into Rotom. I think I'm just gonna keep switching between Rotom and not. So, and just keep using the Meteor Beam animation to help stall out. Yes, I'm going Calyx here. I'm going for the Meteor Beam. Are they gonna call this? I mean, they could Flamethrower. As long as they don't get the burn, it's okay. But I imagine it's Serene Grace Chansey. Flamethrower is a really interesting technique on the Chansey on this team, but okay. I guess it's for the Calyx specifically because you know that Calyx Shadow is so important and you can't really stall it out otherwise. So let's see. They went for Seismic Toss. Perfect. Okay. I'm able to get a Meteor Beam off once again. I think I Pollen Puff or I Protect the following turn. I'm not sure which one I do yet. Okay. So Protect. Go for the thing again. And even if they target Nihilego, I still have like plenty of HP left. And honestly, I'm like okay if I get into position with like Solgaleo next to the Calyx, because then I could go for a max Psychic with Bulldoze, and with the +2 policy to move that can never miss. Maybe I could just pick up the knock on the Chansey. Maybe. We'll see here. Protect on the Calyx. I want to see if they're Flamethrower. They are Flamethrowing. Okay, cool. I think I'm going to Pollen Puff my Nihilego the next turn. I feel like the switch is like really obvious coming up here. So they might Seismic Toss. Oh, I hit a Meteor Beam. Okay. Okay. That's actually some pretty decent damage. Pollen Puff. Not the Chansey. Pollen Puff you. Because they're probably just going to heal. Yeah, I am +6. So we're going to go for another Meteor Beam here. Actually, with how much that Meteor Beam did, if I get to +6 with Nihilego, do I just KO the Chansey like 2-shot? Because it looks really likely. The thing is I take sand damage. They do Soft Boil, which makes a lot of sense, okay? Perfect. Perfect. I don't know. Rockfall looks like it would do a lot of damage to the Chansey at +6. Alright, another Meteor Beam charging up. It is the way we go, but yeah, I mean, probably worth it. I'm gonna Protect again, just Meteor Beam, because even if they Seismic Toss, I can't even heal myself at this point. I think I'll just sack Rotom if I have to, because it's always the safest play, or I could just stay in. But yeah, we will Protect here. And basically this is how you play Chansey. You just stall it out if you can. Another Flamethrower, so I think that's like 5 Flamethrowers if I'm not mistaken. Meteor Beam once again. We missed. That's cool. I kind of want to like Meteor Beam into like quite a few things, but yeah. All right, hard Rotom here. I really kind of want to stay in, but it really doesn't matter to me, I think. Yeah, it really wouldn't matter. Because what I'm thinking is like next turn I can go for the Meteor Beam here, and then next turn I go for the Rock Falls, and I think like that's so good for me. Seismic Toss. They did read the Rotom read. Okay. Yeah, that's why I kind of want to stay in potentially, but that's okay. I think that's like completely fine. Okay, do I want to go Soul here, or do I want to go Calyx? Because there are benefits to both right here. I think I'm just gonna go Calyx and just get the Protect animation off, and then I go Soul anyway. I just don't know. Do I do more damage with a +2 max move into another max move, or am I gonna go for the +6 Meteor Beam KO into Chansey, which definitely could 2-shot right here? So I'm gonna Protect here. Wait, what's my Nihilego at +6? Okay, it's at +6. Okay, let's go for the Protect, and then next turn I'm gonna go for the Rockfall. You know what? Let's just attempt a Rockfall. I'm just gonna attempt a Rockfall. I'm kind of sick of this. Let's just speed this game up. Nihilego is gonna claim my opponent's entire team realistically. That's what is done right here. It'd have been nice if we hit there, but actually no, it's actually kind of good we missed, because they're more inclined to go for a Flamethrower Seismic Toss right here. So Rockfall, 140 base power. We saw how much +4 did. +6, I'm assuming brings it down to half, especially with the sand, and then afterward I just keep going for attacks afterward. So Flamethrower burn on the Soul would be kind of annoying, but we'll find out. Dynamax the Nihilego, and this is going to take more animation turns anyway, so it's good. I think it's like 10 minutes on the clock now, and as long as Soul is like stalling this out, it's pretty good, because less chances of them getting the burn on Calyx. So Dynamax Nihilego here. And let's see how much this Rockfall does, because it's 140 base power at +6. Like, we have been here clicking Meteor Beam for +6. Oh, right, the Chansey. I forgot about the lagging tail. Shoot. They do give me my policy. Actually, this is probably a mistake. I should have just power gemmed. Because they gave me the policy. No burn, thankfully. A Rockfall going to come out. I just need one hit. Wait, doesn't Sunsteel Strike always hit? Doesn't Sunsteel Strike always hit? Or is that another move I'm thinking of? where if they get smaller, I can hit it. Oh, it's probably another move, isn't it? I can't remember which move. Okay, I just gotta hit 1 out of 2. Okay, this is... Although I'm doing more damage than they're healing, so maybe. I think I still have to hit a move with Soul. Okay, yeah, Sunsteel Strike was not the move. What move was it? Man, it's kind of crazy. I mean, I just can't remember which move it is that you hit through minimize. It does double the damage. I know it from the past. I just can't remember it now. Okay, I just need Soul to hit 1 move. So if you could just hit this move or the next move, we're in a really good spot. Okay, am I? Yeah, we Sunsteel Strike here. We go for the Meteor Beam, and then we just spam attacks basically. So Sunsteel Strike, we miss again. Okay. We really would like to hit the next one. If we hit the next one, we're golden. I thought I was doing like 70, unfortunately. It looks like I'm doing about 60 with the sand and all. So that's a little bit unfortunate here. Rockfall. At least if they have to spend this animation turn, it's just healing because they're pretty low and they're at risk of the Nihilego. The only problem is Power Gem's not doing as much now. My Dynamax is over. I really would like to see how much damage Soul would have done in comparison, because Chansey has more special defense, but yeah, let's see. Power Gem plus the thing here. Unfortunate. Okay. Soft Boil. The thing is, they're still really threatened by the upcoming parts. They're probably going to Soft Boil again because I don't think they can afford to not. Missing multiple moves against Chansey. Did I throw this game away? I might have. I could timer stall still, like I really could, but I would prefer not to if I can. So I'm gonna spam moves because they should Soft Boil again. I really cannot hit a move with Soul. Unfortunate right here. If we get a Power Gem, we force them to Soft Boil again, I'm pretty sure. So there's that at least. So there you go. Can you hit a move on the Chansey, please? That'd be really ideal here. Nice. Okay, that's really good. Okay, so I can keep spamming attacks. I think Sand is gone, but I think they Soft Boil again. The crit just ends them if I land, although it's kind of unlikely. It's definitely possible. Also, they don't KO the Soul, and if I do hit another move, then they risk me hitting another move. Oh, we do finally we got a hit off with Soul. Let's see how much damage this does. If it does like more than half, I am dumb for not going for the other attacks earlier. A Sunsteel Strike into Chansey. That's close. That's actually really close. I feel like if I got the other attacks off with the Psychic Fangs in the terrain with the boost, I probably got it. I mean, they're gonna Soft Boil again. We gotta hit moves, kind of the same position. I think I'm probably just gonna cut away till something actually happens in the battle where it's actually like pretty relevant. But yeah, because I don't think we all want to watch this Chansey doing Chansey things, you know. Okay, big land on the Soul right here into the Chansey. That's more damage, which is really nice here. Okay, 3 minutes till the end of the battle. Perfect. Okay, so I just got to keep Mons alive. They Seismic Toss, but doesn't KO. Okay, I just win the game 100%. I have more than 4 minutes of your time, so I guarantee the win here because they can't pick up quick knockouts. So all I have to do is sell out 3 minutes of your time, which is like 4 turns, which is pretty easy. I protect on the Soul here. I probably just Meteor Beam charge up, actually. There's a lot of ways I could do this, probably. I think it's probably just faster to protect and do the switch animation in the Calyrex. Yeah, it is. So I just wait for that. All right, into Calyrex we go on this slot, protect the Soul on the other. Then next turn we can just protect the Soul, protect the Calyrex, and then just swap back into Nihilego. I have 3 Pokemon advantage. The chance he's not winning this, and I can also Pollen Puff my my Soul if I really want to. So yeah, I have like pretty safe positions for the most part. We protect with Soul here. Let's see, do you make a crazy read and Flamethrower the Nihilego right here? They did Flamethrower, but they targeted Soul. Okay, really ideal here. Nice. And next turn we're gonna go for, do I just Pollen Puff here realistically? I guess. Okay, yeah, I guarantee to win in the game because there's only less than 45 seconds left and I have more 45 seconds of your time. So we finally beat the Chansey. I might have played a bit too aggressive, but realistically, like, I got animations off. The Meteor Beam actually really helping because I went for multiple Meteor Beams. I was able to get decent damage off. And then afterward, like, it's actually kind of funny just because of the fact that the Meteor Beam, the animation takes so long. And in these special attack boosts, I was actually able to get good damage to Chansey. But yeah, this is over. Finally. Okay, switch to Soul, just Pollen Puff. Even if I time out here, I would technically win. Yep, battle is forfeited or the game's over. because I had 3 mons remain. They only have 1. That's the weakness of Chansey. Well, Pollen Puff really helped out there. Having a remaining health there was really nice, because otherwise they could have just hearted down everything around the Calyx and then just went for Flamethrower endgame. But Pollen Puff really showing the case here, and it really does work out. Okay, we get to check their team. Oh, right, I forgot they run the Scarf Groudon on the Charizard stuff for Chansey sometimes. Encore on the Calyx. Okay, that would have been demonic. Thankfully, I didn't have to face it. Wait, it's Lax Incense? I thought they ran Quick Claw on the Shuckles. Okay. Minimize. Yeah, Chansey. My worst enemy. They had Ancient Power, Hurricane. They had Solar Beam, actually, so they didn't have Protect. Okay, so that explains why. What was their Sableye? This was the full Incense. Okay, no ally switch. So that explains a lot of things. I was surprised to see the trick right there, but it did work out for them. But overall, like, yeah, once they lost their damage output because they didn't bring their restricted, Chansey was pretty easy because of Pollen Puff Calyx, and thankfully they didn't know probably, and it was just a huge advantage for us. And that is the show. This Calyx, Shadow Rider plus Solgaleo just really strong. Like, Solgaleo is really strong against a lot of different teams, and the Nihilego pretty nice against the Charizard, which otherwise Calyx, Shadow Rider and the Solgaleo doesn't like. Rotom-H's actually pretty cool against like Zacian, Calyx, Shadow Rider, and of course like Charizard as well. And yeah, I did not think we were going to face a Chansey, but Nihilego beating that Chansey team with the Pollen Puff really shows the value of Pollen Puff on this team with the Calyx. Probably could have used a little bit better in that loss that we had, because if I was able to get a Pollen Puff off, it might have actually been the difference of us winning that game. But if you did enjoy today's video, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, really does help me out. And if you do enjoy the videos, once again, down below in the description are the details of the team and the creator. You can also check out the rest of my Series 12 content where there's a lot of cool teams and a lot of fun Pokemon. But that's going to be it for me. Have a great day, people, and until you bow again, I'll catch y'all later.